Texas, yeah, we run the state. Real rap Texas, never running late.
Real Rap Texas, what's really real? It's your boy Low, and man, I have a special guest, a very, very special guest, a Fort Worth legend. Yeah, I said it, a Fort Worth legend, and I'm talking about BulletFace Ace. What it do, fam?
What's the damn deal, man? You know how we do it, man. Stay turned up, man. You know how we rocking it. You know what I'm saying?
Already, man. Now we were supposed to have Louis with you, man, but he in the session working hard as hell. I think hey, it's a tough race between him and Black. I don't know who working harder down there. Who do you think?
Out of Louis and Black.
Yeah, like I'm saying.
That's a hard one right there, cause you see Twisted Black everywhere. He all on stuff with Shaq, but then you see Louis, he producing somebody every day.
He was just producing Flip last month. He was just producing Flip.
You know. So yeah, they both I don't know. I gotta get some paper and try to write the things down to try to, because that's a hard one right now. It's a hard one.
Already, man. Now, for the people who don't know, man, again, BulletFace Ace, you coming out of the funky town. What side of Murderworth you coming out of?
Man, I'm straight out the south side, man, the bottom, you know what I'm saying? What they call Hooverland, you know what I'm saying? That's what, everybody that heard about Fort Worth, you know what I'm saying? They heard about Hooverland, well, that's where I'm from. I hang out on the east side, you know what I'm saying? I love the east side too. So yeah, that's them my stomping grounds right there, but I'm out the south.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, you say that you and Louis went to high school together, man. When did you first jump off into the music, man? When did you first start rapping?
Man, that's around the time we started rapping. Was in high school, or probably like 91 or something like that. Back then, people were listening to a lot of bass tapes. Nemesis and DJ Magic Mike, and me and my cousin A-Log, man, we and Warlock, we assembled a group called Underground Mafia, and we just used to always freestyle off the bass beats. So we started off with that right there.
Okay.
Back around 91.
Okay, that's what's up. Man, yeah. Shout out to Nemesis and DJ Snake, man. Munchies for your bass. It went hard. We used to bang it. Back then, when you had started rapping, you said you started the group, and the group was named what?
LODGs. And actually my cousin Warlock and Gangsta, they the one came up with the title for the group, but by me being older and doing more stuff, as far as music, I was the one recognized for carrying the name, but they the one made it up. But we, like I say, we all cousins, and it's a family thing. So that's what we started off as, and it started off as Loped Out Dead Gangsters, and then once we was trying to put it out like that, they was telling us, nah, man, that don't make no sense. Y'all need to make it make sense. And so we switched it to Living on Dangerous Grounds. So that's what LODG stand for.
Oh, okay. Living on Dangerous Grounds. That's dope. That's dope. When you were rapping in the 90s with your group, man, were there other groups in the city that was rapping at the same time?
It was a couple of groups that was rapping at the only group that was rapping at the same time with LODGs was One Good Side. Okay. And that's Twisted Black and his rapping partner Evil Seed. But yeah, we was the only two groups out at the time. That the group before us was Genocide, which was 6'2" and L Dog.
Okay, so Genocide was first, then it was One Good Side with Twisted Black and Evil Seed and y'all.
What? No. So at first it was Genocide, and then it was MC Coop. Or Coop MC Coop.
Yeah, shout out
to
MC
MC Coop.
Yeah.
Yeah, MC Coop, because there was another dude named Coop MC from Lovell.
Right.
They both,
Coop,
yeah,
Coop,
so it was
Coop MC had the Honey Bun song.
Right.
Yeah. Shout out to MC Coop though, yeah, for sure. So
Yeah,
it
so
go ahead.
MC Coop, yeah, it was MC Coop Genocide. Then you had another artist named CeeLo, and he switched his name to Pinhead. So
Okay.
you had an Erotic D, who was kind of sounded like Dr. Dre. He was the one making the beats and stuff back then for everybody. Him and it was another guy that Twisted Black and them had producing their beats. I think his name was Stax. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's dope, man. I was chasing my dreams of being a rapper at one point, man, and I got the chance to meet Mike Dollars.
Okay, man, that was my boy R.I.P. Mike Dollars, man. We
Yeah.
got a couple of songs together, man.
That's dope, man. Yeah, man. He was fire, man. He was a real talent, man, in the booth.
Yeah, man, I sure hate that happen, but yeah, man, you know, like I say, man, I got some songs with Mike Dollars I'm still gonna put out today, so you
Oh,
know,
that's gonna be
we're gonna show
fire.
him his love.
I know that's gonna be fire, man. I know that's gonna be fire, man. That's
Yes,
dope, man.
sir.
Yeah, that's fire, man. So man, yeah, shout out to all those guys back then, man, the pioneers of the Fort Worth music scene. Um, what's different now on the music scene than it was before? Is it easier to make the music and put the music out, or is it harder to put the music out and get it to your fan base?
Most definitely, it done got a little harder. You know, at one time you used to could print your CDs up and you can go town to town and sell them out the trunk
Mm,
or do consignment deals and get your money. But now you got to go based on the streams and you're not getting a good amount back from the screen. I don't care how many records you sold. It's not, you know, adding up. So, it's most definitely harder. You know, with the concerts and all that, I mean, you can still hook the concerts up, but like I said, you got to have that attractive audience, you know, and by being so many youngsters out now and doing drill music and all this stuff, it didn't like flooded it. It didn't made it to something else.
mm.
So it's most definitely hard.
Do you think there's still a lane for older rappers to make money in rap music? Like, because I see it, what I tend to see is a lot of older rappers trying to compete or jump in the lane of younger rappers. And me personally, I disagree with it. I feel like older rappers can make their own lane. There's a lane for this music. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of women who are between the ages of what 35 and maybe 55, and they don't like the younger music. They like that 90s, that older rap music. You know what I'm saying? You think there's a lane for it, and there's a possibility for older artists to make money in it, that one that's not known, you know what I'm saying? Somebody not a Jay-Z or a Snoop Dogg or Ice Cube.
I most definitely feel like it's a lane. I just feel like you just gotta have that right song. I don't care who you is. You could be 75. If that song jamming and they like it, they gonna mess with it. So if you got the right song, you know what I'm saying? That's what I feel. It's all about the right song. It's all about the networking also. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
You gotta network, because if you don't network, then people ain't gonna hear your song. So in order to get that song where it need to be, you know, I think that's what it takes. You know, so it's a lane for it. You know, like I say, you just gotta have the good music. You know, they always say, you know, when it comes to black people, it ain't no age limit to the R&B. You know, you ain't gonna hear them tripping about an R&B artist. I don't care how old they is. They come out with something new in this jam and they gonna rock it. But when it come to rappers, oh, he old. But then far as now, I see all the old rappers coming out with it's like a time zone. Like all the old rappers that snapped out of it, and they done put them in this time zone with the youngsters, and everybody's coming out with new music. To Bun B, T.I., 50 Cent, all the old rappers. You even got Scarface them, coming out with stuff. So it's a lane for it, and the lane that the people you talking about, yeah, they looking for that.
yeah,
Even if you old or you undiscovered or whatever, if you got the music that attract their ears, they gonna jam it.
that's what's up. I just seen Nas recently dropped as well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still got it. See, we need people like us to drop music. You know what I'm saying? To
Facts.
be able to keep that culture and that lifeline. To continue. You know what I'm saying? Because without that, we're gonna be drowned out, and then, like you said, the people from those age brackets ain't gonna want to hear that. So they need us.
Speaking of some good music, man, I like Beast Mode. Yeah, Beast Mode went
Oh
hard.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I sure appreciate that, man. And it was so crazy how I came over with that. We was about to release the album the next day,
Mm-hmm.
and I had went to Louis that night and did that song to hurry up the add it to the song list.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah, I like Beast Mode. How is it working with Louis? Is he in there when y'all in that room when y'all producing and coming up with this stuff? Is he in there saying, "Nah, Bullet, do it like this"?
Man, you know he is, man. You know he is. Louis is like a Dr. Dre, man. He
Yeah,
is like a Dr. Dre. It don't matter how hard I can rap, but when we working together, by him being a producer,
yeah,
it's certain stuff that's gonna catch his ear and certain stuff gonna catch mine. And I might miss something. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He might, nah, man, you probably should have said it like this. And I'll, run it back and then I'll put it in my own words and say it kind of like how he was saying it. And then, we get to another line. Man, if you tongue twist right here, you're gonna mess it up. Man, just let me, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, yeah.
but in the end, it ended up being fun, man. It was a good project.
That's what's up, man. That he seems like he would be the Dr. Dre type, and that's why I asked the question. He seems precise. He seems like he can already hear whatever it is y'all finna do before y'all even do it.
Yeah, yeah. He got that talent, man. He can hear a beat and know like, oh yeah, this the kind of beat he like. Yeah, he sound good on this. He got those skills to do that. Yeah, he cold.
That's what's up, man. Influences of rappers when you were growing up. Who were you influenced by?
Man, you know me, man. I'm and it's so crazy, man, because like in Fort Worth back then, when people were listening to music, like when you go to the Houston scene, they had the Fat Pats and the DJ Screws and all that stuff that was we was listening to Brother Lynch and Gangsta Nimp
And
and
Sibo.
stuff like that. 8 Ball, Nimp JG, Sebo,
Yeah.
anything that came from the West, we was jamming it. And anything that was hard from Houston, we was jamming it.
Yeah.
So we obtained those, those elements in our music.
Okay.
And then when we was doing our thing, 3 6 Mafia ended up coming out and we was on a level with them, far as music, far as the devil demon, type rap,
Okay.
and
Okay.
we end up switching it up, to all around rap instead of just one category of rap.
What inspires you to keep doing music to this day? What are you
Man, what
chasing? What,
inspires
what
me?
are you chasing? That one song you know gonna blow you up? Are you chasing that one song you know gonna solidify you in the hood? Now you already got a catalog, so are you chasing the money? Are you chasing the fame, the attention? What are you chasing when you doing music right now?
Man, my overall goal is I'm chasing success, man. That's what I'm
Mm,
chasing, man. It's a dream that I've been working forward to,
mm-hmm.
all my life. And I feel like, I done came too far to surrender. So like in this point in time, I gotta go hard as I can,
Okay.
to show everybody. So I'm chasing success to be the masterpiece, the winner for my family and for all my friends to try to help us all make it.
Man, I feel that. I really do because I got 50-year-old partners that have never tasted success. Don't have a network. You know what I'm saying, of people to reach out to or and work with. You know what I'm saying? They could possibly even open any doors for them, and they still chasing it, bro. They still chasing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly what my partners is chasing, but they chasing something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they still dropping that music, man. You know what I'm saying? So salute to all of them and to you as well, man. You know what I'm saying? And I can see success in your future, brother. Like you got the skill set. I think you got a couple of songs that could be pushed right now as singles, brother. It's just also 100. But you know, I'm just little old me out of Wichita Falls. You know, talking about ex-radio
Oh man,
DJ
you
who don't
good?
know nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I heard some
Nah,
shit. I heard
man.
some shit, bro. I did. I was like, oh shit. Ace over here going hard. I hit L Dog. He like, man, I told you Ace go hard, the motherfucker, man.
Man, I appreciate it, man. That's my boy too, man. We been tight since we was in high school too, man. 6'2" and L Dog.
Yeah.
Actually, 6'2" is kind of like part of my family. You know,
Okay.
my aunt who was married to my uncle, you know, is his one of his aunts
Okay.
sisters, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he used to come around and we used to always tell each other, man, if you make it, man, don't forget me. Nah, y'all gonna make it first, man. Don't forget us. And, you know, like eventually, you know, everybody had their shot to do their thing, and you know, it turned out how it is. You know, 6'2" was able to, you know, do some songs with Dr. Dre and DOC and Nate Dogg and them, and you know, unfortunately, L Dog he was able to connect with Miss LA and do some stuff on Chronic, you know, Chronic album, Suge Knight Chronic album.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And you know what? See, again, shout out to L Dog because he's the one that connected us so we could get this interview rolling, man. So big up to him, man, because he making it do what it do.
Already, one
And
time for L.
yeah, and man, you know, we need more of that, man. You know what I'm saying? We need more of the original story of this hip hop coming out of Texas and particularly coming out of Fort Worth because I don't think the story is being told correctly, nor do I think it's being told enough. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of movers and shakers and people who have done a lot of things that have a lot of good accolades coming out of Fort Worth, Texas, as far as being involved in the music scene, the rap scene, and all that. And I just don't think it's being told, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think it needs to be told in a better way.
Yeah, I most definitely feel the same way, man. Because you know, like when you open the Fort Worth Bible of music, you know, it seems like they always start at the chapter with Twisted Black. You know, and then they'll go to the next chapter with Yayo. And you know, you have chapters before that. You know what I'm saying? You have chapters with Funky Town Eminem. You have chapters with Trap Squad with So Icy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's so many other chapters that's been tucking out the Bible. You see what I'm saying? That need to be, you know, these stories need to be heard, you know. So yeah, I feel you on that one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And I don't think that people in Texas or the nation, or for that, like even the world, know how influential Texas artists were when it came to West Coast gangster music. Like, if they really knew, I think they would have to bow down and pay some homage. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I feel the same way. You know, shit, excuse me for the cursing,
no, you
but
good.
like for example, you know, like what you said, you had NWA, but then we had Ghetto Boys. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's a different sound, but it's all coming from the same, you know, type of environment. You know what I'm saying, with a different message. This message is from Texas boys. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And we get to LA, you know, what they was doing. And then you get a whiff of what we doing in our music on the same level with the ghetto shit. And, you know, fuck the police and all that shit. You get it from a Texas angle.
Right.
So, you know, we have our own way of gangster music. Just like I say, they got Brother Lynch. We got Gangsta Them.
Right.
You
Shout
know,
out to
it's two
Gangsta
different
Nip.
psychos
Yeah,
already.
you know Gangsta Nip from Wichita Falls, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Man,
buddy.
say, Gangsta Nip is one of my favorite rappers too. When I first started rapping, all
Yeah.
my raps were psycho trying to be like Gangsta Nip.
That's wild.
So
That's
shout out to
dope.
Gangsta Nip.
That's dope, man. Hey, look, I grew up battling Nip.
What? Oh man, say man, you
Hey,
had your hands full, bro.
hey, Nip used to tear our ass up with the same 16 bars. Every time he would make the crowd laugh, though, man, he always killed us because they would always be laughing and shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And them same 16 bars he used to tear our ass up with, Bushwick Bill was spitting. I told you size wasn't shit. That's why I murdered your nieces. They was the same fucking rhyme. I was like, say! That nigga came.
Yeah.
Hey, that nigga came down here the year, the summer before his album was finna drop, and he had been gone. You know what I'm saying? Because when he was here, he was battling everybody. He was going to every side. He was battling everybody. It was a spectacle, fool, for real. Like, but when he came back. You know what I'm saying? We all in the same mentality. Oh shit, we finna battle. We after the club. It's 2:00 in the morning. We at Whataburger. The battle finna go down. Man, Nip pulled up.
Yeah.
And nigga say battle. He said, man, play my shit. Man, that nigga shit was jamming. I was like, what?
Ooh,
Hey, that nigga said, yeah, I got signed by Rap A Lot. I was sick, nigga. I was sick. Hey, but me and Nip cool though, man. Last time I seen Nip, he done changed his life now, but when he was smoking, we was in Southwest Houston blowing big, man, chopping it up, man. So shout out to Nip, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he a real one.
Already one time for Gangsta Nip, man.
Yeah. When I was speaking on...
one time for...
Go ahead.
I also, man, like I said, it was Nip, but it was also the whole SPC clique, man, because, K Reno had some Klondike Cat, Point Blank, PSK 13, the terrorists, all that, man. We was soaking in all that, man. Yeah, I'm talking about every day, drowning in it.
Yeah, we was playing that up here. We was deep in it too. When I was speaking of the influence that Texas had, excuse me for a second. When I was speaking on the influence that Texas had on the West Coast gangster music, I was speaking more of the penmanship. Like DOC, you got L Dog penning stuff for those guys. You got Doobie on the track on there. You got the realest sounding like Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they really.
Oh yeah, man, God, I can't believe them slipped my mind. But yeah, we had all them, man.
Yeah.
And then, like I say, what 6'2" had brought to the table for him with Dr. Dre and them. So yeah, it was a lot we brought down there. Yeah, for real, that they clamped to.
Yeah, a really, really heavy influence. Like I don't know if West Coast gangster music would have sounded the same without all those guys.
Nah, I don't think so. We gave it a little extra touch. Well, they gave it a little extra touch, and now it's like a mixture. You can get a West Coast beat, but a down south flow. When normally you'll get a West Coast beat and a West Coast flow. So now it's a little different. Yeah.
What do you think? Now, y'all just dropped the album, and the album was called Menace to. I'm sorry, man, I lost my notes.
Menace to the Music.
Yeah,
Menace to the Music. Old Dog and Kane. Of course, I'm Old Dog. I'm more of a rough, like I say, beast mode type rapper. Deep voice, and Sachi more of a Kane, cautious, kind of watch what he doing. He gonna get down too, but he a little different character, than Old Dog.
Already.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, how did y'all come together to make this album?
Man, like I was saying, man, it really was a competition thing, like when we was in high school back then, Sachi, he wasn't rapping. So he was kind of like a LODG fan. He liked the LODGs, and he got on with his music. He had a song called In My City. He came up, and we was performing one night, and he was supposed to perform. And at the time, he wasn't Sachi, he was VI. That was his stage name. And the night that he wanted to perform to show us what he really had and how he done came up, he got arrested that night. So he didn't get to perform, and I think that's, kind of hurt him up until this day, because he wanted us to see so bad, he done came up. And, I used to always see him in school, and man, come check my beats out, man. I'll be like, all right, I just blow him off. All right, I'm gonna go over there. I'll be over there. And a couple of more people, man, you need to go check out Louis, man. He got some nice beats. Yeah, I go over there, and never win. And then when I actually took the time out to hear him and listen to him, I was like, well, damn, should have been fucking with him. Like I say, back in high school, man, we've been kicking it since then, and he done brought his craft up, and of course, all our lyrics done, improved and shit. So here we are.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up, man. I like what I was hearing, man. Why do you think local DJs aren't breaking independent artist music anymore? Like I don't really hear them play. I only hear them playing whatever is hot on TikTok, you know what I'm saying, or whatever they hear on the radio. I don't really hear DJs playing, you know what I'm saying, independent artist music anymore.
Man, I actually feel like I said, it's got to do with the networking. If you ain't networking and you got your song, you can have it on Instagram and TikTok. It'll be lucky, if you get it to pop. But man, you gotta actually, talk to these people and let them see you and stuff like that, man. In order to get your music played, they just not gonna play it. Sometimes you can get lucky and they, word of mouth and, they'll send some. I was lucky like that. My cousin called me and me and my rapping partner, Funky Town Quinn, we got a song called Too Fast. And he was at some kind of Super Bowl party or something, and he called me, hey man, you got this DJ your music? I said, what DJ? Nah, I ain't got nobody my music. And man, they playing your song. And he said, it's packed in here. They jamming my song, and I guess he got it from word of mouth or maybe off TikTok or something. But they was rocking it.
Okay, so they are playing it then. The DJs are doing it. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. I don't really see that a lot, but that's why I was wondering. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's not, I've seen a record grow organically, coming straight from the streets, going to the bars and the clubs, and then graduating to radio. I've actually seen that process happen. You know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful process to keep it 100. But go ahead.
Right. I think a lot of things. What's wrong is I think a lot of people are running from the radio. You used to hear people, oh man, I don't listen to the radio. But actually, the radio is what we need. When you actually do an observation and you think about the radio and you just say you put something on TikTok, it's only going to go far as your fans let it go, if they share it or whatever they decide to do. But if you put it on the radio, that one spin, you got people connected all in Waco. It's going a lot of places that you don't even know these people. And if they having to clamp in, you didn't earn fans just that fast from other towns, other sections of Texas. You know what I'm saying? So we really need that radio. Okay. I feel like a lot of underground artists are fighting underground to try to be the hardest, be the best. But once you hit the radio, it brings your face above the water and people can see, okay, well, they breathing. Everybody down there drowning or they trying to make it to the top. But once you get the radio, it's like you're not actually at the top overall in the world, but you're at the top in your section. Okay. And people can see your head above the water and they recognize who you are. So, I think that's the problem. We need more of the radio.
Yes. Minutes to the Music out now, right? On YouTube and where else?
It's out now. Mm-hmm. It's on all streaming platforms. Whatever platform you require to listen to your music on, it's on there. 15 tracks.
Already. That's what's up. Hey, give me your top 5 hottest rap artists out of Fort Worth right now.
Oh, my top 5, man. My top 5 is probably gonna be a little unknown because a majority of them had passed already. Okay. So they didn't get a chance to get their flowers and people didn't get a chance to see who they really was. But that's one of my goals is to put out the music, that the fallen soldiers didn't get a chance to put out. But One of my favorites is 6'2", of course. I got another rapping partner named A-Wall off the chain. He been featured on Twisted Black albums and, a lot of stuff with 6'2" and me.
Okay.
Um, Let me see. Mike Dollars, one of my favorites. R.I.P. to Mike Dollars. I got another partner named Suge McNasty who passed. He was the hardest dude I know that could ever touch the mic on some pimp shit. I like 8 Ball and MJG and Sugar Free and all them, but he he's something else. He was another element.
Mm.
And that last one, man, it's always hard for me because I got my boy Third who helped me write my first rap. He
Oh man, R.I.P.
joined
Third. Yeah.
yeah, that's who helped me write my first rap. Um, he joined with Genocide, them, on the second album. But yeah, them my top five. I gotta give them they flowers.
That's
You
what's
know what I'm
up.
saying? If we had another category or something with the people that's living, then But like far as just overall, them the ones I'm picking right now.
Oh yeah, no. We can leave that standing just like that is. That's awesome, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike Dollars, R.I.P. Mike Dollars, Suge Nasty, and Third, right?
Right,
Yeah, man.
6'2",
Yes.
and
And
I don't know,
AWOL. You
man.
said
Like I say,
AWOL. You said
yeah,
6'2's AWOL,
AWOL,
Mike
okay.
Dollars, Suge McNasty, and Third. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, them. That's boy, you can't, man.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what's up, man. Hey, give me the top producers you've worked with so far that you like the ones that produce that sound that always have you sounded like A1 diamonds.
Uh, I'm gonna roll with I got my boy Finn Entertainment. Finn,
Hmm.
we've been dealing with Finn for over 15 years. Maybe 20. But
Okay.
Finn, he know my voice. He know when I get in there. He already got my stats. Uh, Louis, like I say, Louis Cole too. He know what he doing. He gonna have my voice together. All that. Another producer name is DJ 24. He
Hmm.
was hard. He produced a lot of stuff for Twisted Black. My brother Gangsta Mac. You
Okay.
know. And I'm gonna ride with on this last one, Jo.
Okay.
There's a young cat named Jo. He used to be with the Gator Gang.
Hmm.
It was here in Fort Worth, and he used to be on what's that with the youngsters, trying to come up with Deb Waka Flocka Mama was his manager, and they had
Oh.
like a reality show,
Okay.
type thing, and he was on there, and I had a couple of times chances to work with him, and man, my music was A1. He just was hard to keep up with, so. But yeah, I like him.
That's what's up. Hey, before we get out of here, man, I want to touch on the movie. Let's talk about that. How did you come up with the concept for the first movie? And I know there's going to be a second movie. I want to roll into that too as well. But how did you come up with the concept with the first movie? And where can they see it at? Who's all in it? What is it about? You know what I'm saying? Let's go into it.
Okay, so I'm gonna break it down first. With the first movie, okay, it's a movie that you can see on YouTube. It's called Funky Town the Movie. Okay, with that movie right there, I actually played in a couple of parts. They already had the movie assembled, and I just played in a couple of parts. But when the movie that we're about to present now it was going to be the second movie,
Mm-hmm.
but we had some communication problems with the percentages and all that. So we end up turning the second part into a whole nother movie.
Okay.
So I guess we can say it's the first movie. So with that movie, like I said, we had some problems with the percentages and all that. So we took a couple of parts out with the people that we was getting into it with, and all we had was footage. So with my creative thought, man, I just used all the footage and I freestyled the movies. And we just used the clips, that we had, and added them to other parts to make it seem like that's what it was really for. And it blended in real good, man. You know, like I said, we didn't have no scripts, none of that. We just went for it. And when it didn't play out right, out cut. Man, you gotta, okay, they just killed your brother, man. You can't act like that. You gotta act like your brother really just got killed. You know, so, once we got into it and they seen how I was going with it, it was time to put the movie together. My boy T-Wee, he was like, say, bro, I think you need to come over here. I say, why you say that? He said, because, man, I got all the footage and I don't know where it go. So I had to actually go over there and help him rearrange it and put all the footage in line. And then once they seen it, and they were like, oh, man, okay, so then that, and everything lined up for him. So, that's how we end up coming up with the movie. And the movie is basically about karma. You got some East Side guys and South Side guys, and they all hooked up with the same plug. Even though they don't fuck with each other, but they got the same plug. And one of the East Side guys hooked up with the South Side dude on the front because he messed up, and he ended up killing the South Side dude, not getting nothing from him, and it turned into a whole shebang.
Yeah.
Over there, right there.
Okay.
So yeah. In the movie, man, you got a lot of Fort Worth talent in the movie, man. You got Paperboy J in the movie, Funky Town Quinn, OG me from Texas Hood Click, OG Teflon. Man, it's a lot of people in the movie, man. And what make the movie so good is the characters in the movie are actually themselves, except for the main actors.
Yeah.
But everybody else in the corner stores and all that, and you see them, hey, man, it look like Chuck. And you see somebody in the movie say, hey, look out, Chuck. And it trip them out.
Yeah.
So we try to keep it more Funky Town as possible.
Okay. And on this next movie, what's the concept for it?
The next movie, man, it's of course it's a to be continued. It lets you know it's a to be continued. You have the South Side guys and the East Side guys. The South Side end up looking for somebody who killed one of their partners, and they thinking the East Side dudes did it.
Okay,
and
wait. Do you have a title for the movie?
The movie that's about to come out is A17, The Murder City.
Okay.
And you can also you can go to my my YouTube channel, BulletFace Ace, and you can also see the movie trailer. You know what I'm saying? So you can get a good glimpse of what's going on.
Okay.
We got like a little light summary of it.
Okay, yeah. I didn't want you to give away the plot of it if you didn't already have it. You know what I'm saying? The titles of it. My bad.
Oh yeah, it's ready, man. Only thing we doing is trying to find a good venue for it, man, so we can show it to the public and go on and put it out so the people that's not in Fort Worth could be able to reach it and see it.
Okay, how are you about collaborating with other artists? Do you like collaborating with other artists, or do you shun away from that? You're just doing your thing.
Oh nah, man, I'm all open, man. That's the whole thing, of collaborating. Collaborating and networking, bro. So yeah, I'm all for it. I ain't with rapping on nothing weak though. If it's weak,
Already.
But if you pay me in this week, then okay, I might get on it.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I'm trying to make anything I get on a hot song, man. I'm trying to go hard on it. I want anything I get on to be successful.
I heard that, man. Hey, how can people get in contact with you if they want to get you on the track with them, or they got some hot beats they want to send you or something like that?
Man, you can tap into my Facebook, man, BulletFace Ace, or you can hit me on Instagram, BulletFace Ace. I'm on Snapchat. Whichever way you decide to hit me, man. TikTok, however I'm on it. I'm networking all the time, and I'm gonna see it.
That's what's up. So, last question, and we can get up out of here, man. I do appreciate your time, man, and giving the people a history lesson. You know what I'm saying, on that Fort Worth hip hop scene, because I think it's needed. What do you have planned in the future besides the movie? What's the next move?
Uh, the next move. Okay, so we're about to throw a show at the Houghton Theater. We also got a soundtrack to the movie. So we're gonna have everybody that's on the soundtrack to perform, their song to the movie. So we're gonna be promoting the soundtrack as well as the movie. After the movie, I'll have a project that's almost finished, me and Funkytown Quinn, called Kings of the Slums. That it's, you think me and Louis album hot, this album hot too. And then I have the solo album, the BulletFace solo album after me and Quinn's project. So we pretty much got everything lined up. We just we taking action right now.
That sounds dope. I heard the song So Fast, and I like that song as well, man. Some of those songs, like, even though, sometimes artists, and I know I said we was gonna get out there. This is the last one, but sometimes
It's all good, bro. I'm chilling.
okay, that's what's up. Sometimes artists make music 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and then it doesn't catch on. You know what I'm saying? But then later on, it'll catch on, or people start to hear it, and they don't want to push that music because to them it's old, but to the people it's timeless. It's still jamming. They haven't heard it. It's new to them, and they connect with it. You know what I'm saying? I think you got some music like that. I think you got some music in the vault that's timeless. It's jamming no matter what year it's played in. You know what I'm saying? And maybe just the right audience hasn't gravitated toward it or heard it yet or had the opportunity to hear it yet.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I think I'll be thinking the same thing, man. Especially with that song right there, Too Fast. Like I say, this was the last Super Bowl that was just played when my cousin had called me and told me they was playing my song, at the club or wherever they was at. And, we put that song out 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So for me to hear that and they playing it, I mean, the video, we ain't had the video out that long. But we put the song out 2 years ago, and the video probably been out maybe 6 months, 4-5 months, and I don't know if that was the reason, they seen a video with it and it made them think about it again, or I don't know. But I mean, Lil Kiki did that with Southside. He had Southside out 5 years and then decided to play it again, and it blew up.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Southside was old.
Okay. That's what's up.
So, yeah, I think, we got some music like that, too.
Hey, man.
And a lot of times, we think that, too. That song, oh, man, they don't want to hear that. In reality, it's still new. I feel like a song is still new if it ain't got over 10,000 views.
Yeah, and you don't date it. Like, you don't put a year or a time. You know what I'm saying? If you don't date it, but yeah, it could be played at any time.
Right.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, it was really good talking to you, man. Hopefully, in the future I'm gonna get together so I can come down there and set up them cameras, man, and make it official. You know what I'm talking about, and let the world see what it really is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I'm all for it, man. Anytime, man, you need anything, man, holler at me, man. I get something fresh off the table, man. I'm going to send it to you, man. Let you check it out.
Already, man. We damn sure going to push it down here, man. I got a clique of DJs who willing to break music, so send anything, man. You know what I'm saying? Now look, the trade-off is they like to get their drops in, so you might have to do some drops, but they definitely gonna
Man,
push
I'm
the
all
music.
for it, man. We dropping, man.
Already,
Straight up, we dropping.
Already, man. I appreciate that, BulletFace Ace, man. And make sure y'all go check out his music. It's on all platforms. Minutes to the Music is the latest one. Man, he got a long catalog, and he got some new music coming out here in the future with Funkytown Quinn. So y'all look out for BulletFace Ace, man. This is Real Rap Texas. That's what's up, bro.
One time.
Real rap Texas, yeah, we run the state. Real rap Texas, never running late.